Um, I don't know anything about this game. Not really.
This is where ABA came from, and
ABBA.
this is also a very weird spin-off.
It's ABBA. I refuse to believe it's not pronounced ABBA.
I mean, it's an acronym, ABA.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're like my favorite Street Fighter 5 character, FANG. What I know about this game is it introduced ABBA and it plays like a beat 'em up or something?
it it's like if you take Guilty Gear, give it the lanes from Real Bout, and also have 4-player support.
Oh, so it's fucking, the Yu Yu Hakusho treasure game.
I guess, but there's a turn button.
Hmm.
There is a button that forces you to turn around.
Bandicam.com, good shit.
Great, if only ARPA were here.
Good.
And despite it being a spin-off, they have an entirely new OST for it, and did dumb things to character palettes, like, for some reason, Baiken has red hair now?
I found a way to make my stage worse.
Ugh.
Uh, so, survive. Okay, I'm not even gonna, like. Is this game even worth giving my 100% to?
Uh,
Because it's like a party game, basically?
it is Guilty Gear if you just want to dick around. I mean, Guilty Gear kind of is a game where if you just want to, like, dick around, you can, but it does have, like, enough depth to it, so if you want to play it seriously, then you can. But this is just, like... It seems like a side project that they were just, like, making, and then they're just like, we could ship it.
It seems like somebody figured out how to do, like, funky stuff in Mugen. And they're like, let's make Guilty Gear, but it's got lanes. Oh my god.
Eddie with the spot dodge. Yeah, seeing Eddie now is so weird because of how much that Eddie has changed in Strive. Like, I thought it was like a completely different, like, shadow thing that Zato had, but no, that's still Eddie.
God, I don't know.
I mean, they did some really cool shit with him. At least it's just like, wow, that is a pretty drastic visual change.
Oh yeah, yeah. I suppose we'll be getting, like, a Strive video just whenever that game comes out. I assume it's
Uh,
soon?
like April.
Probably could have waited till
If it
then, but
releases
eh.
on your birthday, I'm gonna laugh. Also, this is Ino's default palette now?
Oh, she got the Psy treatment. Nice.
The what?
Psy, like, Akatsuki. Like when he moved to arcade, for some reason his hair became blue?
Oh, that's in N-Eins, and the explanation for that is alternate universe, everybody has a different palette.
It's an alternate universe?
It apparently is.
And, but... Huh, okay. This is a stage? What the fuck?
Oh, this looks like a pretty Colexo Core stage to me.
What? It looks like it's... What? Oh,
This
what?
arcade mode doesn't make any sense. It's like the... It's just like survival mode in place of arcade mode?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, Christ. I can't get over the stage. It looks like a JPEG. It looks like something from, like, a Flash horror game. And then it's just got, like,
it,
big doofusy-looking zombies running around.
if it had more washed out pastel-y colors, it would look like something straight out of Hylix.
Oh my god, what the... I can't believe this is an official game.
Yeah?
And not only is it an official game, it introduced a character who appeared in sequels. Or a sequel.
A sequel, the one with rollback, but a character that is still so bizarre that nobody wants to touch her. It would be much easier to appreciate Abba. Yeah. Much easier to appreciate by just searching her name on DeviantArt or Tumblr or something.
Damn.
I mean, the character, like, gameplay-wise is so goddamn weird.
I'm just saying, like, does anyone actually, like, play her well, or is she just, like, garbage?
I actually need to check. I mean, there are probably people that are, like, dedicated enough to playing the character on a competitive level. It's just how many times you see those characters compared to, like, Soul, or even Potemkin. Like, Potemkin gets plenty of play.
I'm actually kind of curious if anybody, like, changed in this game. Or if it's just, like, a flat port of, like, XX, but, just with a new character. And a weird new mechanic.
Given how much the game itself changed, I don't think that would be the real thing. But it is reminding me, on a side note, this game had a mode where you could play a Robokai with customizable moves in a beat-em-up spin-off setting.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you could give him Potemkin Buster, and you could also give him Melia Rage's Bad Moon, so you could have Tiger Knee overhead into Pot Buster.
I remember, yeah, looking at, I actually grabbed a sprite pack of, all of his sprites in this game, and just seeing, like, all the moves out of context, and just trying to figure out which one is, like, a facsimile of what, because he just has, like, everyone's special, I think, or at least, like, a couple of them from every character.
Yeah, and when he does Bad Moon, he just becomes a banana.
Yeah. The...
Kind of a shame that that feature didn't appear in sequels.
Very, combat that way. Oh my god, this game. I can't get over this.
I swear, they keep doing subtle things to these palettes that are just like, this looks wrong. Like, Faust's shading on his bag is a little bit more saturated, and Melia Rage's hair looks like it's crispy.
Yeah.
It looks more like dirty blonde than it is like the blonde that it is in XX.
It's so weird because this genuinely is just the Yu Yu Hakusho game. But, like, with Guilty Gear, so it's just completely ridiculous. Survival level 47.
Yeah, Survival Arts 47.
Oh, BPM. Okay.
I guess they're trying to find something new instead of just Heat. Or was it Beat? Heat was Blaze Blue, Beat was Guilty Gear. But in Strive, it's just going to be 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. And this stage returned an accent core, but none others.
Wow.
And since it would be a good idea to not cover every single Guilty Gear spin-off, the other ones that I know are Guilty Gear Petite on the Wonder Swan?
I was gonna bring that up. Remember there being like a nurse character or something?
Named Fanny?
Yeah, that's right. What was the game that... Was it this game that had just like the giant-ass boss?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Leopaldon, who's just a... Well, we'll see what he is later. Meanwhile, Guilty Gear X got ported for the Game Boy Advance.
It was actually a question Bob asked me right before we started this, is why haven't you covered the Game Boy Advance game? I can't even imagine what that's like, come to think of it.
I heard it actually wasn't that bad?
Although, I mean, I imagine it'd be weird with the limited amount of buttons.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey.
It's only got like 4 buttons, while Guilty Gear needs like a full-ass controller to play.
Wow, Wyken's palette is ugly. What the hell?
Yeah! And then there's Guilty Gear Judgment on the PSP, which I have no idea how it plays. And then there's Guilty Gear Dust Strikers on the DS, which was incredibly weird because it was like... It had like a platforming gimmick?
What?
It was like the Isuka stages, but they were just like flat PNGs, and then there was like rows which you could jump on and fight opponents on.
It was like Battle Monsters?
It was like Battle Monsters, but incredibly shitty, and on the DS.
Yeesh. I was gonna say, so it's like Battle Monsters.
Hey, Battle Monsters at least has charm and characters, and stages that actually look good instead of you took a flat PNG and you put platforms in front of it.
I do like you admitting that Battle Monsters has much better character designs than Guilty Gear.
I mean... Okay, that can be debated. And I could make it easy by just saying, would you rather go on a date with Strawberry Jam or Elfelt Valentine?
Shoot me.
I wouldn't do that.
So there was also Guilty Gear 2, which I don't think we'll be covering.
Yeah, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Which I didn't know until today is, was it Musu? Muso? How do you pronounce that again? I forget.
Muso.
Muso. It's a Dynasty Warriors. I didn't know that. I thought it was a JRPG. But, yeah, they made a sequel to Guilty Gear? Which is... I think it also introduced a lot of characters that were in Exerd.
Yeah, because they're just like, well, let's make this canon. People will not get confused if they don't pay attention to our spin-off. Spoilers, they will. Because I'm not a Guilty Gear lore nerd, I'm not that idiot that's...
So I'm like really trying to look at Slayer's palette, but he's in the background, so he's like slightly dark for no reason. It looks kind of bad. I can't believe this game.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about it.
The 2000s were a very experimental age.
Does Robokai have his heat gauge, or...?
Yeah, I think? It's just crammed because there has to be slots for 4 players.
Oh, he just has like a tiny little gauge now.
Given that this game has not only teams, but also forced facing the opponent, you could imagine how absurd some teams can be. Because Guilty Gear is definitely designed to keep in mind that characters are powerful by themselves. But having like 2 Eddies, being stuck between like 2 Eddies and a Potemkin...
Yeah?
Dizzy and Faust on the same team? Oh god.
Who was this for? I'm sorry, I just...
They tried something, and then they didn't try it again.
Why does it just interrupt the fight? I can't stand this.
Oh, there's ABA right now.
Abba. She's romantically interested in a living key.
Who's voiced by the person who was responsible for Blaze Blue, which is a video series that we have to do at some point.
I forget. I think I mentioned that in the other video, but that's the most apt thing ever.
The fact that the key is voiced by Mori, who is responsible for Blaze Blue.
Yes. I can't think of anything more appropriate than that. Christ, how would you cover Blaze Blue? Would they have like an arcade mode?
Yeah, they have an arcade mode.
And like 5 different games?
4 mainline games and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. BB Tag doesn't have an arcade mode, sadly. There is an embarrassing The End story mode.
The End story mode?
Visual novel.
Oh, VN. Yeah.
It's like, wow, the bad writing of Blaze Blue cranked up to 11 because we also have Persona in here, and Ruibi in here. And also Under Night is there too.
I just love... Under Night is just kind of like... It's just there for some reason.
Because I guess Arxis had something to do with, like, porting the game. They didn't, like, make the game. They probably, like, published it or something.
Yeah, I think they were
And
publishers.
they're like, you know, the sprite style is kind of similar to Blaze Blue, so why not throw this in, even though that they're completely shaded differently.
I love that they didn't even get like a new announcer or anything. Like, it seems like for the most part all they've done is make new stages. And I guess new music.
I think the announcer says the names of the characters when they win instead of just, "You win!"
Oh yeah. I fucking blinked. Did Soul just kick somebody backwards?
It's Zappa, so, yeah.
No, but Soul was doing it. Dark Side.
Rockstar!
I can't imagine trying to play Zappa in this.
Imagine getting crunched between 2 Zappas who have Rao.
I feel like in most fighting games, arcade mode has this thing where it's like you're kind of, you know, moving through the roster, you know, like fighting people along your way to the goal of the final boss. This game is just happening.
Yeah, it's weirdly reminding me of when Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, I think, did something similar.
I'm sorry,
I could be
why
wrong,
is
because
Kai
I played-
moving at like lightning speeds? I understand he rides the lightning, but why is his run the way that it is?
This is what inspired him to get Dragon Install and Strive. There's just like, Daisuke, why did you dust off your PlayStation 2? I was just playing Guilty Gear Isuka on the PlayStation 2. And then they're like, hey, Kai's running kind of fast. That gives me an idea.
Look at this fucking run! He just... You know...
Kimochi.
It just sounds like he's saying Dark Side.
Sounds like he's saying Rockstar.
Honestly, if he was saying
Yeah.
Dark Side, that could be easily a reference, so I believe it.
To like a rock band or the DC Comics character?
I was thinking Dark Side of the Moon.
Ah.
I mean, knowing
MIC.
this fucking game. He just did it! He kicked someone backwards! Fucking hit him with his ass! Fucking...
Midnight watchering of Injustice and Injustice 2. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Christ.
That's just going to be like an hour of me complaining about the game's animations.
He just moonwalked to her and fucking kicked her with his ass. I hate this game.
I mean, that's accurate to Guilty Gear The Missing Link.
It's true.
But there's a reason why the link was missing.
Oh, we're fighting Zappa again. Fucking whatever.
For April Fools, if we can update Battle Craze for one day, we should just have arcade mode be the same character over and over again.
Oh, Jesus.
Sherm! Sherm! Sherm!
It's Sherm, but he has everyone's palettes. Why does this keep happening? I hate this.
Okay,
Oh,
we're at the end.
What? Here comes the final boss, whatever.
You're at level 100. I think the goal was to get to level 100.
Oh, fuck this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So it's just some short wizard dude playing the bongos, and his dog controlling this gear? I can't believe that this thing is somehow related to Soul Bad Guy.
This is some animation. He is like Dracula's fireball.
He has Legion Bud as a fireball.
What the fuck? Yeah, it also seems like being in other lanes doesn't seem to matter too much. Like, they're just perfectly fine hitting each other no matter what.
Maybe this will be the final character playable in Strive.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say the final character in Street Fighter V.
That's the thing I was going to say next.
They're going to announce Leopoldon. They're going to put this in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, so Leopoldon can team up with Neapolitan.
That's not gonna happen. The game kind of teetered out of support.
They have a fucking character named Neapolitan. She looks like ice cream. Fucking... did the baseball game end? What the fuck is this?
Here's Robokai up to... No, it should be Faust, because his dust has him turn into a boy in a baseball cap as he swings.
What the fuck is this music?
What is this presentation?
Yeah, what is this?
Is this a flashback sequence from Plock?
We're just, we have old footage of the last game's credits because we didn't actually make new assets.
When can I play as the Bobbins Bros in Guilty Gear?
Why did the Robocars have different voices?
I don't know. Narration, Bob.
Who's Z-Dan?
Are you sure that isn't... Oh, wait, I think those are like the mooks in the beat-em-up mode.
Ah. Also, I'm glad Bob was the voice actor for... or the announcer, and he never told me. What the fuck?
Congratulations. You survived. You prevailed.
You survived.
Yet a bird's flight knows no end? Isuka spreads its wings and leaves the earth, soaring yet again into the bluest of skies.
What the fuck is Isuka?
I guess this game will grow wings? Oh, this was on Windows!
Oh my god. This game will grow wings.
That original stuff.
We got some original stuff. This game will grow wings and fly away so no one has to see it again. Oh, Christ. Zidane character illustrator Nicholas. Ah. Animation in betweener?
Yeah, that's an actual job. Background.
That's a good title. Song composed.
Past tense. Ryo Kozuka. I wonder what kind of job that is.
I know, it's like, that's a title?
All ARC staff.
I didn't expect this game to fuck up, like, credit alignment. Souls player,
you. And all Guilty Gear fans everywhere. Yes, every Guilty Gear fan plays Soul Bad Guy.
Thank you for playing Guilty Gear. Here's some dumb crap you won't like.
Here's some shit that you'll forget. And some chain link. This...
That was
that's how anybody would feel after this.
That was a disaster.
Yeah. So, this is a lot more familiar. Wait, there's a dude on the bottom right.
Hello?
Oh god, I didn't notice the dude on the bottom right!
Is that actually, like... Oh my god, it is. Okay.
Oops! Oops! Just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Just ignore it. It'll go away.
Just cover it up with something.
Oh my god. Covered up with this wonderful character design on the right.
No!
So this is basically 2D.
No, we need to find another one. This gameplay's terrible.
What the f—
Wow, you couldn't mash Greg Piper? I just wanted to talk about this game, but...
Oh god. He spends like 10 minutes on the final boss.
Wait, it's one round? Whatever. Whatever, I don't care, I don't care. I want to talk about this game because this is the first Guilty Gear that I got into, or at least vanilla accent core, on the Wii of all things.
Oh, Jesus. This is, anyway, yeah, this is basically like the ultimate 2D Guilty Gear game.
Yeah, everybody's here.
Oh my god, why is this so loud? But,
Yo! Fucking Grand Viver is like the sound of a jet plane taking off.
Jesus Christ. I guess I say that, I didn't realize until fairly recently that this game has a lot of its own mechanics and they're all terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, EX moves?
Oh yeah, there are EX moves that everybody has, because I guess they're like, we gotta change up the formula somehow.
It's just a game that's got way too much shit in it.
Yeah, there are like a bunch of character changes that are like either for the better or for the worse.
Oh yeah, also...
Like I feel like they could have nerfed the boss characters like a little bit better, because like, come on.
Oh yeah, Order Soul.
Yeah, again, he has a move that is plus 11, and then an upgraded version of that move that's plus 37.
Forgot about
I
that.
mean, that's a max level move, but like, Jesus Christ, Tarxis.
Christ almighty. So, okay. It's, so yeah, I guess Order Soul's the only new character, aside from Abba being introduced into a game that's, like, not weird.
Order Soul was introduced in the last pre-Accent Core update, which was, XX Slash. Abba was also a part of that, too. And then they just did Accent Core?
God, there's a lot of these.
Yeah, I don't know why they're just like, we're gonna update this game and then we're gonna update it again with a completely different aesthetic, stages, balance changes, and get rid of Cliff and Justice again. And then just bring them back in the next update.
Yeah, I guess this is, yeah, everyone's in this.
Oh yeah, Soul has a move in this game that's just a air punch. But it has a sweet spot to it, which is specific on the opponent and where he hits them.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and if you hit the sweet spot, then they wall bounce, and you could just loop this if you're consistent.
And the sweet spot is in just weird places.
Yeah, it could be the head, or sometimes it could be like the dick. Soul dick guy.
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, a lot of the new moves are kind of animated badly. Like, it's very clear that they didn't have, the same animators going into this. So...
You have things like Slayer EX Uppercut Punch, which is pretty damn good. Yeah, you can see that move in Vanilla XX, and then you have Dandy Step Slash version, and it looks kinda okay when you're doing it in like mid-stage, but in the corner it looks like ass.
Yeah, it's like a really long version of it where he's just like doing the motion blur for like 8 frames or something, and it's like, alright. This looks like ass, thanks. Oh yeah, they like... Did they revoice everybody, I think?
I don't think they revoiced... I think they just, retook everybody's lines, but I'm not sure about Robokai, because he sounds very different.
Yeah, this voice is, I don't like it.
It's funny, because this is the one that I'm used to, given that, Accent Core was the first Guilty Gear I got into.
Yeah, they went with a much stiffer presentation here. It was, in XX, he's, like, got more personality to him.
Yeah.
God, Holy Order's question mark is a fucking mistake.
I mean, he needed some music.
Maybe they should give him a theme. Actually, the Korean version of the XX soundtrack was actually pretty good in this regard. They gave him like a roboticized version of Kai's theme.
Yeah, maybe they could have just followed suit or just had the Korean soundtrack like interchangeable with the rest of the music.
I really hope we see Bridget as the best portrait.
Heaven or hell? 2 or 1, let's rock!
This guy becomes a zombie.
Oh, is he like dead now?
He just looks it in Strive.
I mean, he's weird though, so I don't know what to make of that.
I mean, presentation-wise, they did a good job of making him seem dead and scary, because, like, he has the shadow cast, like, in front of him, like, almost at all times.
Oh no, he looks great. It's just... It's
What
Guilty.
happened? Yeah, Guilty Gear lore is just gonna have a completely stupid reasoning behind it.
Heaven or hell?
Okay, you skipped that intro. And fortunately, we will probably not be seeing the shitty May ship stage.
Well, damn.
Because with this game being like updated well into like the early 2010s, not only did they put in Blaze Blue palettes for everybody, but they also replaced the May ship jellyfish pirates with characters that look like they came out of Puella Magi Madoka Magica, which was hot at the time, and now it fucking isn't.
You heard it here. Janice thought that whatever that was hot.
Yeah, it was hot. Hot shit! Ayo!
Hey!
Yeah, just like Soul Bad Guy Fafnir counter hit. Oh yeah, there's this special intro.
What the fuck? Wow.
Yeah, that's practically every Blaze Blue special intro.
They're like, man, Kyo and Iori, sorry. Kyo,
Kai and Yuri.
I mean, well... They're like, Kyo and Iori really got the fucking special sauce. It's fucking... Let's do that, but better.
Yeah, what if they moved around and the camera moved along with them too?
Oh hey, Soul, that's a cool idea. I want to try that someday.
Maybe Iori should have Dragon install. Actually, give it to Ajit so he could just be side K while he's like side C or side L.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I love
Maybe
Dragon
give it to
Soul
Sure.
Uppercut is just like, here's just all the fire effects.
And we're gonna get stuck here for the rest of the video for 10 minutes.
Wonderful. I guess, say goodbye to these sprites. You know, if you liked them or not, I don't know.
Heaven or hell? 2 or 1, let's rock!
I think these sprites still kind of stand the test of time. They're just, at least probably from like a developer's point of view, this is getting kind of dated given that Blaze Blue around at the time had bigger, smoother sprites. And then
Actually-
people thought Blaze Blue was just going to eat Guilty Gear, but oops.
Oops, they made another bad game.
Hey! Exert isn't...
Oh, I just meant Blaze Blue. Oh, nice block. So I think the thing I didn't really pick up on, like Bob mentioned something about the way they do animation smears, and I forgot, yeah, this series, at least for this part, they like having like animation smears for like the hit frames, which is like, I remember seeing a post somewhere where actually like Darkstalkers specifically made it so where it actually avoided using like sort of like attack sprites or like smear sprites for the hits. Like it actually advances the frame when they hit to make sure that doesn't happen. Because
Right.
smears look really weird when you freeze them like that. Like that's not how they're meant to be used.
Yeah, there are definitely like blurs like Soul Sword and it hits, and then it's just like, yeah, like there. With Battle Craze in mind, I was told by you to like avoid having the hit be the smear itself.
Indeed. It's for this reason, because it looks really strange. Like the idea behind the smear is like you have a lot of motion at the same time, so you can actually see something go from one end of the screen to the other, or like from
And
behind you to
also,
in front.
and from an animator's perspective, it saves time because you don't want to draw like 2 or 3 in-betweens for something you could just do in one.
Yeah, pretty much. But like,
It also does give it some style to it too.
because like when you freeze on the hits, like when you get the hits done, like you're just seeing the result of the hit. Like the in-betweens don't need to be there. It just doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one kind of pet peeve I have with this. I like the animations in this game though.
Yeah.
I mean, not the specific ones they added to this game because it was a little weird, but like in just Guilty Gear in general, like they're nice.
Yeah. What are you doing? Okay, at least this dude... Oh no, he did the DSP hand come on thing. He did the DSP hand gesture.
Brilliant.
At least this dude isn't a Smash player and jumping out of their seat and then getting ready to spike their controller.
Oh, nice taunt! I hate the announcer in this game, by the way.
Romantic. Heaven or hell, duel 1, let's rock. Romantic.
I'm a little surprised they still have the same boss after how many updates?
Let's see. XX was the first one, so there was Sharp Reload, slash Accent Core Plus are like 6 games.
Jesus Christ. That man and I form a Fermata.
As opposed to a feta cheese.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I don't know music terms.
I don't think they do either.
Yeah, they're just like, Heavy Mob Cemetery? That's a cool name.
Yeah, no, they definitely have new voices since XX Reload. I remember that now. It's just like a lot of them sound. Oh, damn. If I block this...
This guy kind of deserves it, I'm not gonna lie.
I will say, something I remembered about Guilty Gear while watching Strive is I actually really hate how much of the game, like how many mechanics in the game are tied to the one bar. Where it's like with, like Romantics. They're basically just a thing that guarantees that you'll never see a super. Because, like, there's just way better things to spin your meter on. And not only that, there's the, like the perfect block or whatever, where, like, you can't take chip damage.
Faultless defense.
Yeah, which is, something this player could also be using.
Yeah! Haha, you got hit. I mean, the game at least, like, emphasizes that you use your meter, because each round you start with nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing, it just feels like... Because I really like super moves. I think super moves are, like, really... Like, they're thematically very, like, fun. Like, they're very satisfying when done right.
Yeah.
And, like, this series has good super moves, but it doesn't really encourage you to use them because of, you know, like, Romantics and the guard and everything. Like...
Right.
Hell,
In
it even
general, a
like
lot of supers are kind of just designed as like reversals or not even like damage enders for like combos.
yeah, no, they like I saw that in Strive actually, where it's like anytime someone actually used a super, like they use fucking Ride the Lightning, and it's just like it did pitiful damage at the end of a combo.
Hey, at least Heavenly Potbuster lives forever, huh?
Hell, look. Oh, actually, I guess that's probably a boss thing. Because I remember she actually, like, has damage caps.
Yeah, like every time she reaches like a fourth of her life, she immediately jumps back and does Megalomania.
Heaven or hell. Duo. One. Let's rock.
Oh my god, this feels like an eternity. Oh my god!
That's a waste of a perfectly good guitar string. Eno, what are you doing? Don't you know how much those cost?
I mean, I don't know, if I grab somebody out of that, I'd feel fucking pretty happy about myself, too. That's worth sacrificing a guitar string for.
You don't even play guitar, so it doesn't matter.
You don't know shit.
What, do you actually play guitar because of Guilty Gear? Jump.
Whatever. I feel like... I'm sorry, I just feel like people kind of miss the point of, face cam sometime. It's like... if you're not, like, actually even, like, talking... it's like your expression doesn't really matter, especially whenever I can barely fucking see you.
10. Please select your...
Yeah, and there's like no heart rate monitor, there's no Twitch chat being like, wow, that was very unpoggers of you, I'm now gonna unsubscribe.
Please tell me someone's had a heart rate monitor.
Heart rate monitors exist for speedruns.
That's wild.
Yeah. Jump.
Jump.
He's not gonna do it. I'm just gonna give up. Yeah, I really can't wait until we get to Exerd, because, hot damn, I hope the player is a lot more competent than this dude.
Hey, you picked the video.
I'm sorry.
Don't just block it! Like, you have to at some point realize that what you're doing isn't right.
Yeah, even I know that you're supposed to jump over that one.
Wait a minute. Are you
Oh,
fucking
he just
kidding
gives
me?
up. Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. So that's Accent Core.
Yeah, that was certainly some Guilted Gear accent core. So get ready for this graphical leap and hopefully a gameplay leap too, cause damn, that other Soul player. I don't know shit about this story, so let's just talk about the game. This was Arc System Works' first foray into their new 3D style, where they try to emulate the look of 2D by brute forcing a lot of things, such as animation, shading, and it still holds up to this day, because it's really impressive.
Well, it's still relatively new, but yeah, it's, they've used it in a few games since, and, it looks really good. I really like it. I was very impressed by it back then, and then, basically kind of perfected it in, Fighters.
Yeah, like, this game still looks good. My only issue is just that its lighting has a little bit of bloom to it, which I don't like, but that's just a minor nitpick. But with Fighters, they had to emulate Dragon Ball style, and they, like, nailed it. And then there's Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which is just it still looks good, it's just that I don't like the game.
Yeah. I feel like I never quite really understood what they were doing with mouth animation sometimes. I think mostly this game and Strive, they, like, didn't quite nail it in parts. Strive is weird looking in that regard.
Well, hey, we could at least first witness one of the new characters that are in this game. And this weird intro.
Yeah, the animations are, like, they're, like, kind of all over the place. Like, some of the intros look really weird, some of them look really good. But they were very much experimenting. Badman is a character that I really like, despite the fact that his design is a complete fucking disaster. But that's kind of Guilty Gear now.
I mean, it's no Ramlethal. Let's get there first.
It's... like, there's a lot of good things here, but there's a lot of just, what if this was as absurd as possible?
I mean, they had the 3D technology to do all that shit. And this is also the era where they just begin, like, putting on tiny details to everything, including text on things. Like, Faust's paper bag has text on it.
So, I'm sure hopeful we don't see a lot of that, because, yeah, instant kills are now cutscenes. And even though they do some pretty interesting things with them, they're still cutscenes in the middle of a fight, and it just completely stops the flow of battle, and it just sucks. Granted, I guess it also is just a guaranteed end of the fight, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it is a gimmick move, so they were just like, let's just put the cinematic here, and barely with any other super.
I really like Badman's gimmick of, when you use a special, the,
It leaves behind a thing where you could have, like, a shadow version do it in his steed.
yeah, so... and he's kind of like a zoner. Oh, right, he has, like, Dragon Song music, doesn't he?
Yeah, time to realize I don't want to do this anymore!
I admit, I don't think
And then we're not going to get this in Strive, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Wow, Soul Bad Guy has words on his ass.
He has big nails in his shoulders. Was he crucified to his bed?
I think, but his, like, forward punch just has him, like, has the kid just stick upwards.
Oh, yeah. The fucking Flowers. God, I hate this character.
What do you have against Flowers?
Her hair looks like... that's just stupid. Her hair does whatever.
I mean, it's either that or you get the fucking idiot that ripped her off from Skullgirls, your pick.
I mean, if you're gonna rip somebody off, rip off a good character, Christ.
For the record, I still like this character.
This outfit's pretty good. It's significantly better than her last one, but,
Yeah, they're like, what if we actually gave this character some legwear?
yeah, I seem to notice in Accent Core she had more upskirt sprites than I recalled, but might be looking too much into that. I was gonna say they got better about it in this game, but no, this game's got some pretty awful fan service, so... we'll get to it.
Well, I mean, I am, like, have, like, that thumbnail viewer just to skim and see who we fight. Ramlethal is only in a story cutscene, so we might as well talk about the other newcomers here, too.
So, there's 3 Valentines?
There's Ramlethal, there's Elfelt, and then there's Jack O?
Yeah, they're all awful. And there's a lot of bad characters with Valentine in their name, like, damn.
I mean, there's at least Jill Valentine and Funny Valentine. And also Valentine from Tremors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I got a goddamn plan!
So, Elfeld is just, like, god-awful.
It's an idea that I think could have worked like a wedding character that just uses guns.
She's got guns and roses.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah. Alright, so yeah,
Oh.
so Jam, got completely slaughtered in this game.
There's design aspects that I like, and then there's, okay, fortunately she did not have any of her broken English, so Jam in the original games had a verbal tick, or like a verbal thing, like where she says Aru at the end of like her sentences, and I think the translators were like, how do we incorporate that into the English translation? Why don't we just be fucking racist and make her have broken English, even though that in previous games her win quotes were perfectly fine?
I feel like there was... Yeah, there was an attempt that... What the fuck? Okay, wow, that was distracting. There was an attempt made, and I don't think they understood the implications of it.
Yeah!
It's also, I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but I did, and I'm gonna point it out. They gave her meat bun tits. That was weird.
The thing that I hate most about it is because it's like, it's fucking vacuum sealed. Her shirt is fucking vacuum sealed, and it's like, that's not how shirt works.
Yeah,
And it sucks, because I like this character, but all the fan art just has her with vacuum sealed meat bun titties. I hate it!
It's like they took a character who's like, I guess proportions are not all that exaggerated, and they're like, what if we just pretended they were?
Yeah, that's the thing that I noticed with Exert's art style, is that they definitely cartoonified it a bit, like, across the board. Like, Soul Bad Guy's much chunkier now.
Yeah, for sure.
Even, like, kind of modest characters like Slayer have a bit of it, too. And it's not bad. It helps give it, like, a new, distinct style.
He likes that pun, doesn't he? I noticed in her intro she doesn't have a nose. That was also kind of distracting, but that seems to be just some weird lighting of the issue. I don't know.
And then there's, do I talk about more redesigns, or do I talk about more new characters?
Well, anything to say about May? Not really.
Not really. I like how she has shorts. It fits her more than leggings, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just about it for May. Never really
So,
paid attention to this character.
yeah, like, Elfeld's like this character archetype that I fucking hate, where it's like, oh, she's obsessed with men, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't sound creepy. Like, that doesn't sound like it was written for not creepy reasons. And then, Ram Lethal, who...
Ramlethal is a lot of ideas put into one, and they don't really mesh that well. She has a cat ear military hat. She has a belt for a top. She has a dress that also has flesh inside and teeth. She has Tekken dial combos, and she also has 2 giant swords. And at the end of it all, she's like, I want to learn how to be emotional. I'm going to go to school, I'm going to eat the hamburger, and I'm going to learn what love is by petting a doggy.
Isn't she like the,
She's the
final
boss
boss?
of,
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the boss of the original version, Exert Sign.
And
What a weird character development.
I swear to God, she's just like the main villain from Namco vs. Capcom as like a worse design.
They at least kind of toned down the really exaggerative stuff in Strive. They gave her a more modest hat, and they gave her, like, a shirt. But it's still, like, a lot of ideas, like, put into one, and I still don't think it all, like, melts really well together.
I'm shocked that she came back.
She's kind of popular.
It's fucking weird. And then there's Jacko, who is just, like...
A tower defense character in a fighting game.
I looked at her, someone playing her, and then, like, I think at one point I messed around with her in training mode, because I tried, like, everybody in this game. And it's just, like, I genuinely can't imagine having the patience to learn this character. Like, this is a fucking nightmare.
How do people play Olimar and Steve in Smash Brothers, then?
It's not as
And
bad as this lady. This is maybe the most, like, ridiculous moveset I've ever seen. And I'm including Zappa in that assessment.
And then there's Sin.
Oh, God. Sin is like a character that I don't mind, but then I've played somebody who was good at him, and now I just hate him.
And he's Kai's son, and he's like fucking... He hit puberty when he was like 2 or something? Years don't make any sense.
He, Oh yeah, isn't he like Kai and Dizzy's son?
Yes.
Right.
They had a child.
It's a good intro. But, yeah, I saw earlier today, yeah, Sin was in Guilty Gear 2. So was, Raven. Raven is, we saw him in the intro. He's pretty cool. He's very
Raven
silly,
is
but...
really cool. And even though that they changed his design kind of drastically in this one from the actual exec story stuff, I still think he's a really cool character.
Yeah, no, I like him. It's got a good theme.
Yeah.
Singing about
Birds will fly according to instinct. Nobody knows how or why. Don't get your ass poked.
They got some clothes and shoes.
And then there's Kumheon,
Who is
just a Street Fighter character focused around Okizeme in a Guilty Gear game, and it's kind of great.
Kum, who is a small lady and a giant robot of a man?
I don't know!
It's something. Like, it's just like this big dude, and it's just like, there's just like a little lady inside playing like instruments or something?
Yeah, and it's funny because she's actually a really modest design for this series, especially when they're doing stuff like Elfelt.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna see it, but Elfelt's just like, everything is just like, I've got cleavage. I'm going to pull out things from my cleavage. Like,
Hey, if you got a cleavage, you might as well, like, use it to store stuff, am I right?
I guess. Jacko apparently has some stupid animations too. I don't really remember them. I just kept hearing about them.
When you press down, she sticks her butt upwards.
I think her wind pose is some shit with that too. Baiken just like, her walk animation is just like, let me pronounce these big baps as much as fucking possible.
I feel like that was a reference to something, but it slips me at the moment, and that character is a lot of worms that I could go into length about. Both good and bad.
Her design is awful. Like, at least the way that she's presented in this game is, like, miserable. Because she's actually, like, pretty cool, but they just... oh, God. She's in the thumbnail for the related videos, and it's just, like...
It's like, on one hand, we have this character that... I can't believe I'm going to be talking about this, but... we have a character that actually resonates with a lot of transgender people because of the way that they act. Like, ignoring all the other things, Baiken's personality hasn't changed. She's still She's still tough as nails. She still doesn't give a shit about what people think of her. But then with this,
Oh shit!
I'm sorry, folks, but oh, do I want to continue? But the TLDR is just Baiken is a character that can be taken either as something that can be trans positive by the hands of the transgender people, but the character has been adjusted to fit the male gaze a little bit too much, especially given people, you know. Stupid Discord made me lose track of what I was talking about. I don't know if you really want to hear it.
I get it. I mean, I was partially distracted by remembering how much I like Chip. He's fucking cool.
Chip's a cool character.
This game didn't do anyone any favors with their designs, I feel like, aside from perverts. I can't. What is he? Is he underaged?
What, Chip?
No, Soul. He's like, I can't even vote.
No! I think it's because he's a gear?
Oh, hi everybody.
I guess these are the main characters. We have the son of the rival, this dude who's a masochist, and fucking the final boss of the original game. Ew!
Well,
I want your seed. That cannot be taken in any wrong way.
I mean, Eno said it, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Her animations, like, the effects are, like, really nice. I just wish she was, like, fun to control.
I mean, they at least made Chemical Love an easier input in this game.
Well, that's one of
I
several
think it's
problems
just
down.
I think it's actually just a quarter circle.
Ow.
I really like the look of this stage, too.
Yeah, it's a nice stage. Did we get all the newcomers? Including Bedman.
Answer. We forgot to talk about Answer.
I forget about Answer a lot. He's, like,
He is...
really funny. So,
Yeah, I like how all of his dialogue is just him having a completely unrelated conversation with somebody on the phone.
So Answer is, like, a ninja? But also...
He's a businessman ninja that works for Chip.
So not Zeku. But, like, he does have, yeah, the phone gimmick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's like at least one other redesign that I wanted to talk about in this one, and that's Potemkin.
Oh yeah, he gets, like, redesigned a lot.
Like, this is like the biggest redesign that he got, and I know that you don't give a shit about Skullgirls, but there was a character design that was just a big German-suited dude with a tank on his wrist, and a lot of people thought that Arc System Works was inspired by that somehow, but Potemkin has the audacity to not have a fucking red shoulder thingamajig with a symbol that could be misconstrued as something extremely racist.
I thought that was, like, actually what that was supposed to be.
In Skullgirls context?
Yes.
Honestly, yes!
That's, they were just like, hey, what if, but not, and it's like, huh, what if maybe
Don't
we
do
didn't
that.
fucking do that? That would be great. Man, this story, I could give left as a shit.
Yeah, let's talk about Potemkin some more. So, an interesting thing about Potemkin that I've noticed up until Strive is that I think he may be Hindu. Like, one of the new moves that he has in Exerd, where he, like, punches the ground and then a pillar of fire comes up, is called Trishula? Which is the name of a divine trident in Hinduism, and in Strive, he gets a close-range punch move that's plus on block called Garuda Impact, and Heavenly Potemkin Buster has him go up literally to the heavens with devas watching behind him. So, yeah, Potemkin may be Hindu, and also, his theme in, Strive also has, hints of this too, and I think his stage, with the giant rocket Buddhas...
Well, hot damn. This theme's all over the place.
Well, while Buddhas aren't, like, you know, from Hinduism, both religions are, pretty kind of hand-in-hand. They're not the same, but... yeah.
There's that animation. Oh yeah, she has this fucking annoying thing too, where she has like 2 personalities.
I hate... this voice doesn't fit this character at all.
No. I guess to answer why some people might be curious why she plays like a tower defense character, she like spawns buildings that create minions, and they level up. It's like insane. I forgot she just has her tits out too, because of course she does.
I have doubts that this character's gonna come back.
Really?
Well, we'll probably see until we see all the season pass shit.
God, that voice is terrible. I forgot about that. Like, I'm not like doing like a bad job or anything, just like that doesn't fit even slightly.
Yeah. Fucking... I still can't believe Strive was like, here's a small base roster and here's Season 1 DLC.
God, yeah, they, I like Street Fighter V was just like, hey, it's one game, and then, you know, here's all the DLC and shit, and then, like, Exert's still like, hey, we got the new version, eat shit. We're still doing that.
I really hope that Strive isn't just gonna have, like, a additional Super Turbo version. Since it has a season's pass, I don't think that it would, but I'm probably just gonna wait on buying it, because, well, one, outside of, like, Nagoriyuki, and I still need to play more of the game when the open beta comes out, I don't know how I feel about it. You really... oh.
I think Giovanna looks really cool.
Yeah? Oh yeah, that character looks cool, too.
And then I saw her get played, and I'm just like, what is going on?
Oh, is there gameplay footage of that character out?
Yeah, that was posted, like, today.
I'm gonna have to check that out later.
Yeah, there's like a real, like, silly, childish thing going on with this lady. I forgot about that. But she's, like, Halloween themed? I don't fucking know. This is a huge mess of a design.
She also kind of has bell bottoms, like a... oh yeah, that's also a chain thing, like a prisoner?
Well, I mean, Bridget's got a handcuff, so...
yeah, around his waist.
Some unexplored fetishes and some explored fetishes going on in this series. My favorite thing is I remember Mysterious Bob saying at some point that in certain Guilty Gear games he has no idea what's going on. And then it's like, I want him to see a match between Jacko and Faust in this game.
That's probably a thing. Also, I think Jacko here has boss exclusive buffs, like that super where she drops the 3 things is just supposed to be one of those.
Oh, there's that. What if she acted like a child? That would be appropriate.
Damn, I hate the exploitation of split personality disorder in media.
What was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah, Faust is, like, even more stupid in this game, and he's, like... I don't know where the tears lie, but he's, like, viable.
Yeah, because they gave his item toss a lot more things, like ring trap, oil slick, black holes, big meteors.
I'm gonna channel Saber here for a second. Why the fuck does the underside of her hair have a different color than the outer edge?
Ask that to the character designers.
I just really, like, noticed that. Like, her hair is two-toned, but just the underside is a different color?
Yeah, I remember Saber when we were doing Wallace lines that aren't really fitting for Battle Craze because they were a little bit too long. I definitely remember him saying that, like, a lot of these characters feel like that they kind of don't meld into this world.
I mean, we talked about that a little bit with the fact that it's like everything is like kind of metal, but the characters are just kind of
There.
they're like overly designed.
It is definitely them going all out to make each character, like, packed with things.
It like hit a fucking low in Exert. Like, there's just so much garbage. And it's like they had decent designs too, but I mean they had 3 Valentines. They had Race's Bouncy
I've
Boob
never
Jam.
seen that before.
Yeah, same.
Did you say Reese's Puffs Bouncy Boobs Jam?
Race's Bouncy Boobs Jam.
Oh.
I guess that's not actually the fault of the designers, but the first part.
Translators.
Yeah. That was a weird misstep.
I don't care about this shit.
Wasn't there a BlazBlue character that is gimmick fucking Trinity of the Platinum
Platinum the Trinity.
games? Yeah. Had a lot of fighting going on here at the rocks in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. On what's probably happening above Reaper stage in Battle Craze.
This was just like a location Sea of Thieves. Oh no, Justice has 3 health bars now. That was crap.
So, yeah. That is the Guilty Gear series for now. See you when Strive releases, everybody.
I should mention I actually kind of like playing that game. But
Strive? Or...
no, Exerd.
Oh.
It's fine. I mean, it's just Guilty Gear. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, it's just a very badly designed one.
It's like when they saw Accent Core, they just kind of nicked out all of the crap from it, and then just kind of went to a little bit of a more simpler one. Also, they made Roman cancels easier to follow up because time slows down instead of just it being immediate.
Yeah, did they actually keep any mechanics or, like, moves from Accent Core? Because
I don't think so.
It feels like they kind of ignored that one.